Alrighty. Alrighty, gamers. We're ready to go. We are... I need to start up some music, though. Huh. What do I want? I think we'll listen to some gorillas today. That sounds good. That sounds Gucci Gang. Gorillas Radio. Let's go. Alright, let's pop out that chat. Post a notification in Discord. Alrighty, let's get the chats popped out. Pop out. Yo, Stick, what's up? Dude, we're doing good. How are you today? We've been grinding away at crab. We got 3 range levels. Ranged is slow at crab, but if you're a main, you can do some stuff to make ranged faster. But unfortunately, not until kind of later. You can get like 400k XP an hour, which is like 15 times of what I'm getting. Good, finally back on a subscription account. Let's go. Crab time. But yeah, been good. We almost hit 70 range. So we're slamming out some range levels. We were 60 at the start of this week. So doing good. Oh, I should hit that defense level while I'm here. I've got like 1,000. Oh, that's actually gonna take a bit. I thought it was less than 1,000 XP, but well, maybe we can slam it out. It'll be like a minute or two. Crab time. You've been playing Destiny, or you just bing chilling? Yo, Statsby's live too? I'm gonna pull up his stream on monitor too. Destiny, Pal World, and RuneScape. Dude, that's a vibe right there. Okay. Yeah, 800 XP, and then we'll roll out of here. Yeah, I did quite a bit of XP at work today. I think I did like 220k XP range. And I was in office today, so that's pretty good for being in office. In person. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up our range levels, hopefully. I got sorry, our herb lore levels. I did one herb run post stream yesterday, so we should be good to just do an herb run after this defense level and then get right back to mastering mixology. I don't even need to finish this level out before we can stop either. That's the best part.
Level up completed.
Hey, big money. Cool. Cool stuff. Oh, I'm gonna need more ultra compost, huh? I think we just skip ultra compost on one patch. Wait, actually I have more ultra compost in um Catherby. So we're good. I just need to empty the bin. It's perfect. Dude, I'm so close to end game content or like getting into bossing and stuff. I can feel it in my bones and I'm so excited. I know I'm probably a lot farther than I think, but um I can loose the shackles on training combat. And we're gonna slam through combat levels now. So I probably should have never done like tried to restrict myself. I don't think it was worth it. Keeping my hit points level low, I don't think was worth it. Phoenix necklaces kind of negate that. So didn't really matter in the end, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Because now we can just breeze through combat. I think it'll take me a couple weeks to hit 80 ranged. But if I can hit 80 ranged, I'm already pretty much 80 magic. And we'll see how much ranged XP I can get this weekend, though. Tomorrow is going to be a big ranged XP day because I'm work from home tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday should be pretty big, too. I'm going to buy a ton of bolts for the weekend. Because I'm not actually going to be that busy this weekend. I am streaming tomorrow instead of Saturday. Because I will be spending time with the in-laws, but that is why it's going to be perfect for crabbing. People will be playing with the baby for a lot of the time. Granted, I want to spend some time with her still, but yeah, I'll be able to crab away. I do want to try and get a run in tomorrow, I think. Like a nice run. My endurance isn't quite back to 0, but taking time off definitely set me back. I didn't compost the Ardone patch. Good thing we have plenty of teleports to Artie. We won't use all of our Artie tellies. Okay, we'll go back and compost that after we're done here. And then we'll go Catherby to refill up with Ultra Compost. Why is my weight so high? Because I have a Ava's assembler on. So it'll be kind of slow unless I want to drop the Avas, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't know that I'm going to do much with weight today. Where are we going? Catherby. So I should be able to keep the Avas. I need to make teleports. Oh, maybe I drop it for the bone shards. I did want to clear out that inventory spot. We're almost done with them. I need to get a widget for my Spotify music so that people know what I'm listening to. And that's something that I have not looked into very much. But I should. Trying to think of what else I want to do to clean up the stream. Definitely want to make that plugin so that when people sub, it speeds up the treadmill. But other than that, I don't know. I think after that, my stream's in a pretty good spot, and I could just start focusing on spending time cleaning up stream instead of doing that. I can spend time making. Oh, wait a second. I need to drop my one bucket of ultra compost here. I was overweight. I should just put my backpack on. I'm gonna do that actually. While we're getting compost. So I don't have to worry about weight. Stopping the treadmill for just a second. Okay. Starting that treadmill back up. I don't know if you guys have seen Jimothy the raccoon. I think his name's Jimothy. Super funny though. Short little dude. Short king for sure. But pretty funny. He just looks goofy. Oh, I need a shovel. Whoops. After I'm done with Stoat 2, there's a lot of important grinds that are coming up. I mean, like, obviously, besides, they're all going to be important. But some ones that I'm excited for, Barbarian Assault, that's coming up. Gonna need to get those penance gloves. And then, Barbarian Assault, what else was there? There was Barb Assault, Titans, Moons, just for Blue Moon. Blue Moon and CG question mark. So I got plenty of homework to do. Yes. Yes. Hopefully we get our jog emote now. Sit-ups. This is the best. That's the best in slot emote on this count for sure. Give me the jog emote. Okay. Jog on the mat. Forgot my little static bracelet. Was just making us jog over and over again. Which, I mean, take this and get out of my sight. A lamp. You've unlocked. We unlocked the jog emote. Let's go. Let's go. I've been waiting for this for so long. It looks nice. Look at us go. Lore accurate emote, 100%. And that lamp is going right into rune crafting, I think. Yo, Jemmy, you got here right in time for the big emote drop. Huge, actually. Not actually even gonna jog for it, but I should have been. I don't have any snapegrass seeds. Unfortunate. So once these are gone, I hopefully have enough to get me through the Renar in my looting bag. But if not, that's okay. Enjoying the new house. I am. It's really nice. It's really quiet. It's in a quiet neighborhood. Super quiet neighborhood compared to where I was. And pretty much everyone around me is my age. Moved into a super new place. So there's not a lot of old people, which is fine, right? Like old people, don't get me wrong, old people are fine, but it's nice to be around people my age. One of the places I lived in was pretty much smack dab in the middle of a whole bunch of like I was surrounded by retirement homes. And so that was fine, but all of my neighbors were like 104. So hopefully it'll be nice to meet some people our age. Yeah, it's really nice. It's super good. So moved out to Buttsville so that it's far away from everything, but it's much cheaper. I was in the shitty before, so things were expensive. Or much cheaper now. At least the housing situation is cheaper. But yeah, it's been good. How are you, Jemmy? How have you been? We changed how the stream looks a little bit. I think it looks pretty good now. Maybe I could change it a little bit more. Status bars. Hide after combat. Great. About to eat a baked potato. Bro, those so good. Depending on what you put on it. Some people are boring with their baked potatoes. I like to be a little bit saucy with mine. I like to put cool stuff on them. Left bar, hit points, right bar. I wish I could change the length of these status bars. I can change the width. But I can't change the length. Which is unfortunate. But that's okay. Salt, garlic powder, onion, and paprika. Yeah, that's not bad. The people who just do salt, pepper, it's like, I'll spice it up a bit. You know, add a little bit more. But something that I've never tried that my coworker informed me was a thing. I don't know how I've never tried it before. Was a twice baked potato. And bro, that sounds like that smacks so hard. We're getting low on teletabs, so we're probably going to make more today. Not probably, we're definitely going to make more today. We just might be doing that post the herb lore grind. Twice baked potatoes are so good, 100%. Yeah, I've never had them. I don't know how, but yeah, I should try it out. Wait. Okay, snape grass. I'm gonna be a little low on snape grass. I think when we go up to switch our spell books back to the normal one, we also pick up some snape grass. Or sorry, pick up stuff to make a portal to Waterbirth Island. Because that will be a place I'm guessing I'll visit a lot just for snape grass. I don't think I'll be able to keep up. Like, snape grass is hard because I don't think I ever get more snape grass seeds than I do Renar seeds. That might be wrong, but I don't know. Feels like snape grass seeds are hard to get. And Renards I can just pickpocket for them. So we'll see how it goes, but for now I want the portal. We'll collect probably 40 of them off Waterbirth. What do those fire splinters do? These are sick. So I got them from Hunter, and I combine them with wines to make Sunfire wine, and then I can sacrifice them and these blessed bone shards at an altar for prayer XP. I can do just wine, like normal wine, and bone shards for 5 XP per shard, or I can do the blessed bone shards for 6 XP per shard. So it's an extra 21,000 experience if I have Sunfire Splinters. Pretty sweet. And I was doing it for Hunter. I wanted to check to see how many bolts, Sunlight Antler bolts, we could get in an hour. And the Hunter creature that we were doing gives materials to make these bolts and Sunfire Splinters. So it's kind of a wombo combo. It might actually be worth doing in the future. But for like mass training combat, I don't think it's worth it. I would spend an hour doing Hunter for an hour and 20 of training combat, and that's not worth it. Unless I have bone shards, it's just not worth it. But that's okay. We learned a little bit about it, and we probably won't be doing it a lot. But yeah, that's a good point, Ryu. It does slap. Like, the crossbow is very good. It's a 3-tick crossbow, and I think the bolts are they're pretty strong. 55 range strength. Rune bolt. OSRS. Runite bolts are okay, so they're not. Rune bolts are 115 strength, and these are 55. But rune bolts are 2 ticks slower. Bone crossbow is so nostalgic. Yeah, we're gonna be using that for our ranged training just because it's easy to get and it's cheap, dirt cheap, crappy XP, but it works. What's up, Airplane? How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Big W today. We got a super important random event. And now look what we can do. We can jog, baby. We can jog. Speaking of jogging, if I'm going to be jogging, I need to take off this backpack. But yeah, check this baby out. It looks so good. Let me get my anti-static bracelet back on. But yeah, I spent many hours on my other account with the bone crossbow before I could get those sweet, sweet broad bolts. I'll be spending many more on this account. Alrighty. I think that's gonna be our last herb run for a bit, honestly, which is crazy. We might need to do one more, but that's pretty sweet. Okay, I think we just go straight to mastering. Order doesn't really matter here. I'm gonna pray at the altar before I forget. I might need prayer later. I don't know. I don't think I will, but worst case scenario, I use it while I'm... Oh, wait. Get some berries. That's why this bush is here. We teleport here so often, and I remember to pick it. But yeah, Ryu, speaking of Twin Flame Staff, I think that's actually going to be my staff of choice. We'll see. I don't know if I can store one item at a time in a stash unit. I can't. I don't think I can. And if I can't, that kind of sucks because Blue Moon stores the whole set. Including the staff. And I don't know. Like, the staff is fine, but... Staff isn't great. It's just kind of fine. Oh, I almost did Renars. Don't want to use Renars. Those are for prayer pots, baby. I might actually have to do one more herb run and to get more irrits and toad flaxes. So it would be 2 because I'd need to replace everything that I planted. But I didn't realize I was that low on red paste. But that's okay. If we need to do a couple more, it's not like the XP's Oh no, more herbs. Never bad. But we'll see. Gotta stay hydrated today. I definitely didn't drink enough, and it's a warm day. I don't know where you guys are at, if it's warm or not, but holy cow, is it hot here. And I do want to do, I don't know, it's kind of hard. My knee's been bugging me just a titch, so I don't want to push myself too hard. I'm going to have to work back up to where I was 3 weeks ago. Because apparently if you take just even a couple weeks break, you're hosed on how much you can run. So, I need to work back up to the 5 miles every day running. Because then we'll cruise at CG, which will be sweet. That's 5 CG clears a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but... However, I have been trying, like, they just implemented the change with stackable resources. So I'm going to try and cook and see if we can do it walking. Prep, at least. If we can do prep walking, things change. We can just slam CGs if we can do prep walking. If we can't do prep walking, that's fine, but... I'm sure that we'll have to run for a little bit of the prep, maybe. We'll have to see, but... Maybe we could get away with just walking. I don't know. I think it probably depends on my stats for sure. Because Gauntlet's hard, surprise. And, the higher my stats are, the better chance I have of clearing it with crappy gear and a scuffed setup. But I'd like to try. Okay, so up here at the left, it tells us our XP. We're shooting for, like... Sorry, 640,000 is, I think, where we can quit. Somewhere around there. Because we have almost 100k in the looting bag. We have 95k in the looting bag, and then a couple Renars in the inventory. It's only about 2k Renar in the inventory. But that's not nothing. So... I forget that Twin Flame isn't storable. That's sad. Blue Main is Master Stash Unit, which is a bit high for construction. Yeah. Which makes me a little hesitant to get Blue Moon at this point. So I might hold off on Moons a little bit. Until we can get that construction level. Construction is so good that once we have the money for it, I think we just have to slam out construction levels. Because there's so many master clues that I can get bonuses for that it would just be... Yeah, it'd be hard to not get it. At least we do like 80 or 85 construction, I think. If I don't know if I can take the T with the boost out of the POH. I think it disappears when you leave your POH, but I might be wrong. If we can get it out of the POH, then I can stop at 83 construction, but that's still so much construction. So, but we can get plank stack, and we will be using teaks, so that will help a lot. But still, it's gonna cost a lot for sure. And I might not do mahogany homes. I don't know if it's worth it to do mahogany homes or not with teaks. If I have the cash for it, at least. I don't know if it's quicker. We'll have to see how long it takes me to run back and forth between the sawmill at Priff. Just gonna have to see. But yeah, 88 is the master, is the level I need to build master stash units. So yeah, it does suck. But fingers crossed that we can do it. And then just move on. Once I get like 85 construction, it unlocks a lot of stuff, and I won't have to touch construction again for a while. And that will be pretty nice. I think it unlocks pretty much everything. There's a couple things that it doesn't, but that's Fairy Ring, Spirit Tree, decent pool, Portal Nexus, most of the jewelry boxes. Alrighty. We're 20 Herblore K XP away before we can just call it. Which is sick. Oh, 30k. We're 30k away. I don't know how we ended up with an odd number here. With 4. Weird. I don't know that I've ever seen that. I didn't think you could end up with 4 of any paste. But here we are. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're still going to need to do a lot of skilling posts out, right? Like, our skills are high, but they're not crazy high. I do think, though, because we've been doing so much skilling, all skilling, pretty much, I do want to maybe just do skilling Saturdays. I think that's a good way of slowing down the amount of skilling that we're doing. And, yeah, it would be really nice to be able to do some PVM, do some other content besides just herb runs and freaking construction. But we'll see. I don't know how many people watched Homestar Runner growing up and Strong Bad Emails, but oh dang, I missed an herb apparently, a digweed. But someone did a mashup of one of Strong Bad's songs with all of Random Access Memories, and it's kind of a banger. Just the whole album. It's really good. But one thing that I was thinking about getting on my like home server of media was all of the Strong Bad emails and watching them with my daughter. Just like toss them on shuffle, because some of them are pretty funny. I don't know if she'd find them funny, but I definitely think they're sweet. Like Trogdor, so iconic. So there's a lot of that old stuff that's still good that I would love to share with my daughter. A lot of my coworkers don't know who Strong Bad is. Someone made a Tabor Day is Labor Day. I didn't watch all of them. I need to watch more of them. I don't remember. And it's been so long. I don't remember that one, but... But yeah, I want to watch them. And, share them with my daughter. Let's go. Zales, let's go. Dude, we got all of our herb lore. We're good. We're locking in for the grind. We got 100k in the looting bag. We're good. We're pretty much done with the hard part of the grind for soap. We got 3.5 range levels today. Like, dude, we're cooking. We're ready to go. I'm so ready to go. But how are you doing, dude? We're on that grind, and we're almost done with it. I feel like I've been staring at Mastering Mixology for 100 miles. Just wedding planning? Let's go. Let's go. That's exciting. If I remember right, it was at the end, right? End of this year. That's pretty sweet. Am I right on that one? January 9th. Okay. All right. All right. That's pretty sweet. You excited? Like, of course you are, right? Like, but that's kind of a dumb question, but I'm excited for you. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's super exciting. I want to see pictures when you're done. I'll bug you like a couple months after that, though. Because getting married is like, it's fun, right? But there's so much that you have to do and plan and deal with that when you're done, you kind of just want to cruise for a bit. You know? Especially because a lot of it, I feel like, a lot of what you do is for your family, right? Like, for me and for my wife, our wedding reception wasn't for us. It was for our families. Like, our families wanted it. And that can be nice, you know, but it can also be pretty darn draining on you. And it's like a couple long days, right? Like pictures and yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So when you're done, you just want to kick back, chill, honeymoon, right? And then when you get back, it's like the post-vacation wind down that you got to get through. So, yeah, it's a lot. And I got married in college over spring break. So, and it was the spring break when COVID happened. So I got married, went on spring break, came back, and they were like, oh yeah, college is shut down, guys. And we're like, what? What do you mean? Sorry, you're gonna have to do everything online. I was like, bro, no. Please. I don't want to do this. Going on our honeymoon in June. Nice, nice. That's a good way of doing it, not gonna lie. Just wait. Just chill. Yeah, the honeymoon for me was crazy. I wanted to go to Peru, and something was just like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Just got a feeling, you know, and sometimes you have to go with those feelings. I've learned that just go with them. I don't care if you believe in God or not, but like those gut feelings, I've learned to listen to them. And had we gone to Peru, I would have been stuck there for 6 months. Things would have been very different. Broke newlyweds stuck in a foreign country for 6 months. Yeah, that would have sucked. We would have made it, for sure, but it would have been different. But yeah, we were in Mexico on our honeymoon instead of Peru. And that was better. Mexico dealt with COVID, I think, quite a bit better than Peru did. But when we were there, our parents were texting us, and they're like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? And we're like, the world's not on fire, right? Because we were out of the, like, we hadn't followed it. We didn't, like, I had heard about it, obviously. We all heard about it. But it kind of just, like, popped out of the blue one day, right? COVID just kind of was, like, there one day. And so our parents are like, don't worry, we got you toilet paper. You're going to be okay. And we're like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And then we got back and we're like, oh, thank you for getting us toilet paper. Much appreciated. It's wild to think that that was 6 years ago. I need 18k more XP. And then we're Gucci Gang. I was looking at Lumbridge Elite diary the other day. And I was like, this isn't that hard. We can get this. This'll be easy. And then someone in chat reminded me, hey, you need the quest cape for that. And I was like, oh, dang it. I forgot. And, yeah. So we will not be getting that for a while. But when we do, we won't need lunar staffs or Draman staffs to get quest cape before 2k miles. Ooh. Maybe it depends on if I rush Gauntlet before I do Quest Cape. If I do Gauntlet before we're doing Quest Cape, which I very well might, I don't know that we're gonna get Quest Cape before 2K miles, honestly. We'll have to see. I can't believe I'm at 1,000. That's crazy. We've been on the grind though, so I guess it makes sense, but... I don't know what mileage. It would be crazy if we crossed the United States distance-wise, like width-wise, before we got Quest Cape. I think that's about 3K miles. Alrighty. But yeah, that would be nuts to do. I'd love to cross the width of the US. And I didn't, when I started this count, I was like, nah, there's no way we're getting that far, right? But I think we will. I think we will hit it. Which is super exciting. Don't know what the total mileage for this account is going to be, because we're just going to keep gaming. But I'm guessing it's going to be quite high. Because I don't see myself stopping playing RuneScape anytime soon. I don't know about you guys, but you never quit, right? Just take breaks. $17K more experience. Maybe I won't get it on this herb run. I thought we would, but we'll be close, but I definitely don't think we'll get it. We're running low on everything. No, sir, you never quit. 100%. I should get a tat. Like, I've thought about getting a tattoo for a while, and I'm just kind of like, what would I ever get that I would always want? You know, that's kind of my reason for not getting one. But I should get one that says, "Never quit, just take breaks." Because that'd be a good one. I've thought about getting a RuneScape one for a while, but I didn't know what I would get, right? Like a DDS would be cool or whatever, but it's just kind of like, eh. But like a motivational one like that. That'd be cool. Never quit, just take breaks. Maybe get someone running with a graceful. And it says that. That'd be sick. Oh, Zales, I didn't show you. This is very, very important. We got a big upgrade for the account today. So, we can finally do the best emote in the game. And we can jog. We got the jog emote finally, dude. Let's go. Huge for the account, honestly. That's how we get our purples. So, you know. I think I am going to go for a run today. I don't know what I'll do for it, though. Only took me 1,000 miles? Yeah, 100%. Crazy that it took me that long. But honestly, yeah, I was super stoked with that. We are going to be doing the jog emote before we kill any raid boss and anytime we get the purple. We'll be doing it IRL and in-game to celebrate, I think. Dang it. I goofed it. I done goobered it. Can I remove the potion? I can't, right? Dang it. Unfortunate. Those are precious herbs, you know? Got the precious herb. What? It's fine. We'll turn it in later. Have I done the new quest yet? I have not. So, the new quest, I definitely thought about doing it day one on the iron. I was pretty busy, though, with moving and whatnot. And then I just, like, took a break from this account, haven't had much free time, and I just want to lock in and get this done. I'm so close to getting so many unlocks on this account that are important. And so I haven't. But, and all my time post-stream, lately, the last 2 days post-stream, I've actually hopped back on and done more herb runs. But one thing I do want to do soon is start making shorts post-stream. Promote the channel a little bit, get a little bit more publicity, you know. Spread the good word of the treadmill and the cardio. Yo, Cash, we are staying hydrated. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're also staying hydrated. Also getting your fitness and your cardio in. Stay healthy, brother. Thanks for the reminder, though. Thanks for the reminder. Have you done it yet, Zales? Yeah, it looks, I've heard it's really hard. I've heard the final boss is pretty rough. So, excited for that. Nervous. Not sure if I'm going to be able to, not sure if I'm going to be able to do it on the treadmill, honestly. But, we're going to sure as heck try, right? We need that elite Lumbee. So, we got to do it for the elite Lumbee. We'll get her done. I'm not sure. Like I haven't seen. I want to kind of go in blind to it, so I haven't seen a lot about it. But I definitely do want to try it. Yeah, the quest helper. I got you. I want to try it blind. If I get terribly stuck, I might pick up the quest helper, but honestly, we'll see. I've kind of found, like, pretty good... Like, there's a sense of satisfaction from completing them yourself. And I totally get the quest helper thing, right? Like, It just gets it done. And you can move on and do the bosses. Wait, what the heck happened? How did we remove that potion? We shouldn't be able to do that. I don't know how that happens. But if I can remove potions from the... Like, that would be so helpful. I wonder if it just glitched out there, because now it's not giving me the opportunity to double click the green. So, I think it was just a bug. Kind of weird, but... I'd love to be able to remove potions, but I don't think you can intentionally. $12K XP left. 12K, that's all there is. That's so sick. Almost there. We're gonna have a crap ton of prayer pots too. I'm excited for it. 509 Renar in the looting bag. It's pretty sweet. And we have so many more herbs. Or sorry, seeds. Renar seeds. 8 more Renar seeds? That's a decent amount. Is there a visual cue for that? When it... I know there's an auditory cue for when you need to click the thing. I need to check how long we have until we can do our herb run, because I do think we're going to need to do it. Looks like we have 10 minutes before we can start doing it, which is not bad at all. We probably should run it. So, we will, we'll keep doing a little bit more of Mastering Mixology, 5 more minutes. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then we'll go on an herb run, and this time I do want to actually run for it. We got the jog emote. We should be jogging today. So close. Super stoked. 10K more XP? But yeah, hey. After that, all I have is construction. I do want to see if I can find someone to do Royal Titans with me. Before we do Song of the Elves. Don't know if I'm ready for it yet. I guess I could do it with DSim and Sunlight Hunter Crossbow. It's probably not super bad. Hey there. Hey Zales. I'm someone. You are someone. I'd be down to do it. I don't know when I'll be doing it, though. Probably not tonight. Maybe next week. Hello there. But yeah, we could do Royal Titans. What are the other things I wanted to do? Barb Assault I need to do, but I'm not sure when I want to do that. So... just send me a message. I'm hunting the pet. The Titans pet? Will do. I'll send you a Discord message whenever I'm hopping on for Titans. I have a buddy who's like ridiculously lucky. We all have that one buddy, right? Right? We all know that one guy. And he green logged Royal Titans in like 60 KC, I think. Meaning he got pet at 14. 14? 15? 15. No, 14. And then this last week, he did Fosani. He was like, I want to learn how to do Fosani. I want to do some Fosani. And then KC14 gets the pet. Bro. Please. The one place he wasn't lucky though was a Raxor. He finished 4 halberds before he got the Fang for Rancor, so that's pretty bad. It was like 2200 KC. That's kind of a yikes. Maybe it was more than that. I don't remember, but it wasn't a small number. Doing a Tebow rebuild? Yo, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sweet. Congrats on the Tebow. That's hype though. Tebow, I think, is probably the easiest Mega Rare to rebuild with. It's pretty good. And your charges are just arrows. And you can save them a lot with, sold everything for it. Yeah, congrats on it, dude. That's sick. That's so sick. But yeah, you can use, if you can get an Ava's device and then save a lot of it. I got a 23 KC Zenny. Yo, I'm jealous. My Zenny log, I just finished getting a Zenny on the Iron account, and it took me 630-ish. So, took me a while. I had to put in the work there. There's plenty of places where I have got spooned, but Zenny wasn't one. Zenny and Synapse. So apparently, like, the demonic stuff is not for me, you know? I don't got the luck there. 9k XP away. My only time being spooned. Fair. I get spooned on the stuff that I don't really care about. Like, I was fully prepared to lock in for the Dragon Warhammer grind. Got that spooned. Which is nice, right? But I was ready for the grind. I had Bofa for it. Was fully prepared. And then, like, Leviathan pet, Vorkath pet. Cool pets, but again, like, it's not why I was there. So, nice to have, but not something I was there for. Okay, this will be the last rotation of Mixology before I take a break for the last herb run of the night. Although, we might... No, I don't think we'll make it. I got 2 hearts before 99 Slayer. Bro, 2? Are you an Iron Ryu? I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember, but... That's huge. I'm at 90... Almost 94 Slayer on the main. Group Iron Man. Yo, that... Group Iron Man's 2 hearts on the group is good. But yeah. There are some things you get spooned that you don't particularly want, and then other things you definitely have to work for. That's how it goes. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom. And then we'll go on a herb run. Alright, gamers, we're back. We're ready for that herb run. Where did my headphones go? You headed out? See you, Zales. Thanks for stopping in. Cool. Putting that anti-static wristband on, then we're good to go. Unpragmatic covers to cover 500 miles. You have to use that for the next video. Yeah, that would be baller. That's a good idea, Ryu. If he does one for 1,000 miles, I would walk 1,000 miles. We're definitely doing that too. I need to turn these in before I leave. I didn't plant any toad flax, which means the red is going to be, we're going to be, that kind of sucks, but. Okay. Gonna take a big slurp, and then we are gonna start running. And I want some metal if we're gonna run. Gonna switch up the music a tiny bit. Okay. Let's go. Let's get going, gamers. Oh, it feels good to be back on the treadmill again. Not running, I mean. Like, we've been on the treadmill, but... Maybe we do the construction tomorrow, right? I do need to get it done, and I was looking for something to do to run. Okay, I want to see... I'm going to do 2 Renards, singular irrit, and then toadflax. The rest, I think. And we'll still do Renards and the protective patches, but my treadmill is a little farther back than normal. So my feet are going off the back end occasionally. Not enough to make me worried, but I can just notice that the treadmill's in a different spot than normal. Finally, we get a good snake grass patch. Like they've all been really crappy. Probably shouldn't use my ultra compost ones right now. We're running kind of low. Should have twice baked them, like you said. Bro, that is unfortunate. You didn't happen to put any Taco Bell lettuce on them, did you? That'll get you. It's just Taco Bell. It's the worst that could happen, right? Yeah, we're back at it for another herb run. We need more herbs. We're like 5K away from what we need, I think. So we are Gucci, but we're back to the herb runs sooner than expected. Did I just not plant here? What was I doing, bro? Where'd my brain go? Valley next. Oh, diseased? I don't have plant here. We can go buy it though. The cabbage ring is clutch. Very good. It looks like a lot of my patches are staggered. Looks like Civitas is going to take 20 more minutes. Wait, not 20 more minutes. 13. I guess we did plant some irrits. That's pretty good. I didn't think we did. But this herb run should get us through then. What did I eat for dinner? Bro, yesterday I made some curry, some chickpea curry, and then some tandoori chicken. Ooh, so good. I'm gonna go make sure that this timer is right, and then it is. So we are gonna go back to mastering mixology. But yeah, I was very happy with how the curry turned out. I will be making it for my lunches next week. Never had chickpea curry before, but boy, oh boy, was it good. Very pleasantly surprised. Love me some Glory Hammer. Good songs. Okay, remember to drink up again, gamers. Oh, did I really just not empty my inventory of farming equipment? It's fine, we'll be back there soon. Yeah, not as much pace as I had hoped for, but hopefully it'll get us there. 5K away, I think. Yeah, about 5K away. Pretty sweet. Bro, it gets super hot in this room. Darn. Okay. So as soon as we're done with this, I think we death pile and make our potions. I'm excited to do that, honestly. But I might need... we'll need to collect secondaries for sure. I don't remember if Purdue sells everything that we need. I need a couple imports, but we should have those planted. I need about 100. I need 144. That's a lot. 144 of the mushrooms that you get. I don't remember what those are called. Mort Meyer fungus. So those will probably take us the longest to get. Most definitely, they will take us the longest to get. But I'm hoping if we clear out our inventory that it shouldn't be too bad. I don't think we can note those anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are not notable for me. $6K XP. Start the countdown. Don't actually start the countdown because we still have a whole level to go. Well, 2 levels, right? But we have the XP. We have the technology, SpongeBob. Is at work today. I can't remember why it came up, but the quote of the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. That's another. There's so many good SpongeBob quotes. And that's another thing. We talked a little bit earlier about strong bad email, and definitely excited to watch SpongeBob as well with my daughter. already. One of the other shows, and I know I'm probably no, we are not caring about AI. About AI viewers, get out of here. One of the other shows that I haven't watched that I definitely need to, and I'm excited to watch it, is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Definitely should have watched that a long time ago. But I don't know, I just didn't grow up with it, so wasn't really something that I went and watched. But I am excited to watch that with my daughter because I've heard nothing but good things. And I've seen a little bit of it, but it was never a show I fully watched, so. Excited to read a lot of books as well. I don't know what books everyone in chat grew up with, but Dr. Dolittle, the old Dr. Dolittle books, and The Hobbit are two that I remember the most from growing up. And I'm excited to read those. I got an illustrated copy of The Hobbit, and yeah, very excited to read that. I am switching our music up. $3K XP. Mom, get the camera. So, I don't know how many of you guys are Warhammer fans, but played Warhammer for a little bit of time. Have a decent sized amount of Warhammer stuff, and they just teased some new models, and they look really good. And they're space elves that ride dinosaurs. And that sounds kind of funky, but boy oh boy are they actually really sick. And got pretty excited to see them, and I've always said that if they ever released that as a playable faction, I would get into it. And I don't know if I will, just because I don't have people around me that play anymore. They've all stopped playing or moved, and that's okay. But maybe I'll buy a couple models and paint them up just for fun. Nothing crazy, just a couple, but they look really cool. Very excited for that. And because they just teased like a couple models, I'm curious as to if they're going to release a whole faction, because they released just a teaser for a different game. Like the models are for a different game that's set in the Warhammer universe. But I'm wondering, definitely wondering if they're gonna do a full playable faction for them. But it's definitely cool. It's definitely cool to see space elves riding. Yo, Shag and Turtles, what's up? We're finishing up our Herblore grind. We have, let's see how much XP left. 1k XP left before we can stop and use all of our stuff from our looting bag. So we're doing pretty good. Pretty good tonight. The dankest of skills, absolutely. We also got a huge upgrade for the account today. Something a little special, you know. We got the jog emote, best in slot emote for this account. Definitely gonna fall if I keep doing that. Need to actually jog for that. But yeah, we got the jog emote. Gonna be using that for all the purples we get. This feels bad, but I don't have any red paste, so I'm just gonna use blue. Clear it out. Clear out the potion orders. Get them out of here. How are you tonight, Shaggin? Turtles? I don't know which one to shorten it to. Turtles is probably better. Yeah, excited to be done with Herblore for a little bit. Started getting into that PVM. I've made a little bit of a checklist on things we want to do. Not a ton, honestly. I need to clear out the bone shards from my inventory. I need to... I should probably just cut all turn all these gems into clay for teletabs and stardust. But I've been holding off on it. But I'm going to want the inventory space for Song of the Elves anyway. Like for the quest line. So I'm thinking we clear out both of these inventory slots, and then we... There we go. That's it. I think we're good. We have 71 bagged. Sweet. But yeah, I think I get rid of these. I'll need more stardust for whatchamacallit? Making Phoenix necklaces for the boss fight. I don't think I even need more white berries. I think we have plenty in our looting bag, but I'm gonna pick them while they're here, just in case we do need them later. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple things I can do to condense my inventory, and then we'll make potions. First things first, I didn't want to drop my Ava's device. It's kind of annoying and out of the way to get another one. But I'm gonna do it. First things first, I'm gonna go to LMS and stick stuff in our looting bag. Then we'll go clear our bone shards out. And then finally we'll do our stardust, turn that into teletabs and gems for crafting XP. Cool. Dropping the Ava's device. What else can I do to condense the inventory? I think that's it for now. So let's go get rid of these bone shards. Get some sweet prayer XP. It should get us to 80. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I think we're going to run for this too. I think I'm going to drop my ecto file. That's easy enough to get back. I don't need it anymore, really, either. I might drop my Rada's Blessing. That's also pretty easy to get back. Not too shabby. Inventory's looking good. Kind of annoying doing this wine stuff while I'm running. But I think it's good practice for clicking. I think when I really need to click, well, I'm going to raise my desk up a little higher. Maybe I should just get used to it now. But I remember talking about that before we were on the new desk. So I don't remember how high this desk will go. But if it goes a little higher, it might be nice. I don't remember what level the new prayer that they talked about is going to be, but I'm glad my prayer is up high early. Okay, I did just check, and I'm pretty sure that this stack of bone shards will get us to 80. Which is sweet. We'll probably go back eventually to bone shards. I think it's great AFK prayer XP. But we'll see what I end up doing. There's probably a lot of AFK stuff I can do to maintain supplies. Just not sure yet. Fishing and sailing might be needed for a while until I can get brews. Because if I can do fishing and sailing, then I can use the sailing cargo storage, whatever it's called, cargo hold, to store all of the fish. Which would be nice. I don't know how much cooked marlins weigh. Let me Google that real quick, because weight is pretty important, an important factor on hard food for this account. Weight, 0.65. Raw marlin. They are caught off of marlin shoals while deep sea trawling. What are the other fish? Yo, Super Pomax, welcome in. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Okay, so a little bit about trawling nets that I did not know. This is pretty important for the account. Trawling nets, regardless of type and number present on a boat, have a shared capacity of 250 fish. That's pretty good. 250 fish is sweet. Just got back from badminton practice. Badminton looks like a cool sport, and I don't know anyone who plays it, and that's baller. That's so cool. So, hope it was good. So, that being said, I can oh wait, what? This is also important. So I can put this is crazy. So I think fishing trawling, deep sea trawling is going to be our way to do it. So the nets can hold up to 250 fish. And then empty fish crates can store 10 fish each, which means I can store up to 10 times the amount of the cargo hold's capacity in fish by storing fish in crates. How do I get an empty fish crate? Made by using a camphor crate with an ice cooler. How do I get a camphor crate? I probably have to make them. Camphor log, 4 nails. Hammer chisel. 62 crafting. That's not bad. And then camphor logs are 66 wood cutting. But what sailing is needed for that? Anyway, that's pretty sweet. I think we're going to end up doing that. That's huge. I didn't know that. Dang it. I accidentally drank her wine. Okay, we're gonna run back up top. But yeah, I think that changes the account and hard food quite a bit. Now I just need to figure out what hard food I want from fishing. Raw bluefin would be sweet, but I don't know how much they weigh. 0.7 kilos, that's pretty heavy. How much is a cooked one? Bluefin. 0.65. Seems like they're all pretty heavy. As far as hard food goes, that's pretty heavy. What about halibut? Yellowfin, haddock, krill. Sorry, I'm way distracted. I should be running towards my goal. Halibut is 0.65. Yellowfin, haddock, and krill. Yeah, they're all 0.65 kilos, which is a little unfortunate. You're probably one of the first persons to look at the weight of food. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think most people care. But kind of important for this account. Because that means 10 of them is 7 kilos. Well, 10 of them would be... 11 of them would be 7 kilos. 10 would be 6. So... kind of annoying. It's still probably worth it to have some banked in the boat. But... the weight kind of sucks. They could carry us until we get bruised, though. Don't know what my weight is going to look like. If I'm just rocking one set of gear, it might not be too bad. But as soon as I have to have all 3, weight becomes a real problem. So if I'm just doing bosses and things that I can just solo with Bofa, doesn't really matter. Bofa's only 4 kilos. That gives us 9 kilos of food before we even have to start worrying about weight. And that's pretty good. Okay, let's get running back to buy more wines. I didn't realize how easy it was to get Sunfire Splinters. We're probably going to be getting Sunfire Splinters for the rest of our bone shards that we get. They really weren't that bad to get. And they increase our XP for prayer by 20%. Because getting the bone shards is the hardest part. It takes forever. I can do 10k-ish a day. Takes me an hour to get enough Sunfire Splinters for 70k. So it's definitely worth it. But 10k is a good day too, honestly. I'm very excited for when I can actually do Blue Moon, or like the Moons of Peril quest, finish it. And then these dwarves will stop calling me racist things. away, racist dwarves. I'm giving you my gold. And then leaving. I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I just want to drink your wine. But I'm paying for it. As annoying it is to go get another Dorkshun crossbow, I might drop it for the herblore potion making grind that we have ahead of us. Especially for definitely gonna drop it. I just remembered we have to collect a lot of Mortmire fungus. So the freer our inventory, the better, honestly. Oh, I forgot to bless the wine. What a dingus. Okay, it gives me time to drink some water. Surprise exam. Yes, please. It's going into room crafting. What? I'm glad they did. RuneScape doesn't think I'm a bot. Because I definitely messed those up way more than I should. Okay, back to figuring out what I'm gonna do for fishing and sailing. I don't think it's gonna be fast. I think you catch them probably like really slow. And it probably isn't worth it until we get to, let's see, how much do halibut heal you? 20 hit points. Oh, and they're fast food. Oh, that's actually kind of crazy. So halibuts heal me for 20, but I need 83 cooking and 76. No, 83 cooking and 83 sailing as well. So kind of unfortunate. Bluefin is at 87, probably for both. What's my cooking at? 71. Wonder if I can light a fire on my boat. I doubt it, but I wonder. Because if I can and I can cook things on my boat, that's pretty sweet. If I can't cook things on a boat, I think training cooking is going to be still kind of awful. I don't know how to train that effectively. Buying and cooking karambwans, that's pretty crazy. Making jugs of wine from noted grapes. Actually, noted grapes is probably the way to do it, and you can get them from Zulrah, I think. So maybe we'll kill Zulrah just for the grapes, which is crazy. But Zulrah, Vorkath, Calphi Queen. And then you just cast Humidify. Okay, back to buy more wine. The last of it. All right, time for shower and bed. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, Climax. I do appreciate it. We're gonna get to some PVM here soon. Yeah, have a good one. I will talk to you later. I do wish I could mount in the house a pendant of 8s. I don't know what it's called. 80s? But alas, just one more inconvenient thing for me to do. More running, I guess. Which is like kind of an oh no, but also not. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to drop 6k bone bolts
Level up.
for one extra
Completed.
inventory spot. Probably is. They're pretty cheap, but there's 80 prayer, by the way, too. Alrighty. Oh, that's all my bone shards. I'm done. Dunzo McGee. All right. Cool. That inventory is so empty for the first time in a long time. Elendis Ward. I can equip the Elendis Ward now when we get it. Will we get it? Not anytime soon. But we will maybe get it, and we'll probably just drop it, honestly. don't know if it's worth holding on to. Okay, I need a chisel, which I don't think I can actually buy in Falador. I can. Cool. I want to make like 100 teletaps. 100's probably good, right? 200 maybe max. Probably 100. I'll do 150 because that's what I have of runes for super contact, NPC contact, and I think I did the math on NPC contact, so I would end up close to the level when I'm done with all those. But worst case scenario, we overshoot and drop a couple house tabs. It's fine. Because as soon as we're off, as soon as we're done with the construction grind, I can switch back to the normal spell book and we can save an inventory spot by putting everything in our rune pouch. Nope, not what I meant to do. 5 gems. This is some good crafting XP. Onyx incoming? That would be baller, but definitely not. $300 Stardust. One more. Cool. Okay, cool. This is a lot of gems. I'll probably... wonder if I should death pile and just put these in the looting bag. Because this is a lot of gem cutting. I might just AFK this tomorrow. I'm definitely going to AFK this tomorrow. Yeah, gonna do that tomorrow. But we can do... So let's go store those in the looting bag. Well, we're gonna death pile though, right? So we'll just get them right back. Okay, wanted to check Purdue and see what he sells. I can't remember if he sells the Evandis Flail. Yes, he does. Oh, Evandis Flail though. I don't have that, do I? Taste of Hope, Purdue. Players can make the flail themselves, buy it from Purdue. After... What's the quest? Taste of Hope. Do I have that quest done? I think I have Taste of Hope. I think the one I stopped at was... I don't have it done. That was the one I stopped at. Well, let's see if Purdue can make it, or can sell it to us. If he can't, I guess I can just make the sickle. It's fine. It's a little annoying, but not terrible, I guess. A little bit of a run, but that never scared us. I do need to go to the bathroom real quick though. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pause the treadmill. I'll be right back, gamers. All right, we're back. We're ready to go. Wait, what? Someone in my clan just got PK'd for max cash. What? There's no way. He just got PK'd for max cash. Is that real world trading? Someone up to some sneaky stuff here. Okay. Death pile time, then herb lore time, baby. We can get 70. We'll need to do a little bit of like work for it, but we just need to get the Mort Mire fungus. So first things first, we're gonna get our looting bag. We're gonna teleport to LMS and get our looting bag. I am gonna run back here, grab just my ring to teleport to the Valley Cabbage Patch. That will be our third telly of the day, but it's worth it. Saves us time. Then we'll go to LMS. grab ourselves a looting bag. Stick everything that we need to in the looting bag. Just gonna be everything except the herbs, pretty much. So I'm gonna actually keep the law runes out because I need to make teletabs.
Dying on my hard
Okay,
drive.
there we go. Cool.
Completed.
Good stuff. Let's get to running, baby. Oh no, we died! I had so much to live for. Yeah, unfortunate. But check out that sweet, sweet loot beam right there. Oh, big stack of money, baby. Okay, so what am I grabbing? I'm grabbing Telly to house. DSIM, sure, I guess. Graceful. Um, is that everything I need for now? Yeah. Oh, the orange loot beam is from our Renar weed. That's funny. Okay, LMS time. Such fun stuff to do right here. There's the looting bag, though. Easy. That was quick. There's our third teleport for the day, though. Okay, now I gotta figure out what I want to keep in the looting bag. What I want to put in the looting bag, rather. The arrow shafts are definitely going in there. Some of the runes, the natties, and the deaths. I think I had a stack of chaos runes. Those are going in the looting bag. Let's jog on over and see. But I want to keep as much out as I can so I don't have the death pile again. It's annoying. It's not, it doesn't take that long, but it's annoying. Okay. So things to put in the looting bag. All of our gems for now, I think. One second. We're gonna go, coal is going in there for sure. Seaweed. Nature runes. Arrow shafts. All of our ore, flax. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so we still need to shrink it. I am going to have to put the stones in the looting bag. We'll cut those whenever. It doesn't really matter when we cut them. Blood runes are going in. Diamonds. The made prayer potions are going to go in. I think that's everything we need to put in there. Maybe we put the sunlight antler bolts in there too, honestly. We'll put those in. Okay, sick. Let's go store crap in the looting bag. Hopefully this will leave us enough inventory space to make all of our potions. I think while we're making potions, I'll drop all the house tabs that I have. And then just keep the soft clay in the inventory. Condenses it down to 1 inventory slot instead of 2. Please don't PK me. Okay. Oh, wait. Rubies. Okay, we're good. Ooh, clean inventory. Feels nice. Back to Fally. Oh, I should have kept 1 ruby. Made a strength amulet out of it. It's okay. Okay. Awesome. Let's go get some vials. thinking the easiest way to get back to Rolaka is just oh shoot. I just realized our lunar staff gets destroyed on death. So that's a 60k down the drain, which is fine, but we have a whole bunch of cadentines that we need to unnote. We should have enough cadentines and white berries though. Toad flax. I think I just grind up our toad flax. Agility potions? I don't really want that. I'm not going to be able to make U or get U roots anytime soon for antidote pluses either. So those are just going to get turned into paste. I can buy the flail. Oh, that's so sick. I'm going to buy it later. I think we do the prayer potions, or sorry, the Aventos last so that I have inventory space for it. Okay. Gonna go do vials, then I'll do the toad flax. Really nice that I can buy the flail though. Wasn't expecting to be able to. So as far as how I've been recording my streams, because I have been recording them, but I don't know that I'm gonna do it the same way anymore. I've been recording them as two separate, like I'll record camera and mic and then gameplay. And I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. I think I'm just gonna record camera, mic, and gameplay all at the same time. Most of the time I mute everything and then just dub it over after anyway. So okay, we're dropping Dorgashan crossbow. Then we're going, I shouldn't have dropped the Ardum cape yet because I need a fairy ring. Don't know one nearby. That's unfortunate. We're just going to go back to Purdue, buy one for 200 gold. It's not that bad. Then we'll go to Varrock and start making potions, I think. Maybe I think what we do is we make our teletabs first and get rid of the soft clay inventory spot. But I don't know that it will really matter. I don't think it will matter. because we'll only condense one inventory spot, and the breakpoint is evens. So we're being a little bit more efficient. Actually, maybe it does matter, because as soon as we start making potions, it does matter. As soon as we start making potions, we'll have to store them in their noted form. So it does. So we're going to go get rid of the Toflex, change spellbooks, 5 runes, make telly tabs, potion grind. And again, potions on the Ultimate Iron Man are probably the most annoying thing that could possibly... There's a lot of stuff that's annoying on Ultimates, don't get me wrong. But making potions is so annoying. It's just really bad. That's how I got an odd number of paste. They don't grind for an even number of paste. The more you know. I know I just spent 60k on this lunar staff, but I'm wondering if I just drop it for an extra inventory spot. Maybe. Okay, 1 inventory spot clear. Now we go back to the fairy ring and go to Relaka. DKS is probably the closest one. Okay, gonna run over. Need my seal of passage. Well, I just realized I'm going to be making teletabs. I'm not doing that yet. But I'll do that after the potion grind because of how unnoting soft play would be. It would be pretty darn annoying. Nope, I don't want the monkey speak amulet. I did it again. Pretty sure these are not tradable though, so I will probably be dropping it. But while I don't have to... Holy crap, it weighs a kilo? Never mind. When we do Monkey Madness 2, I guess I'll just have to go through the annoying grind to get another one. Which is tragic, but it is what it is. Okay, so here's where things get really annoying. This is what I was talking about with potion making being really annoying on an ultimate. So how this goes is I unnote vials, then I drop half of them, and then I unnote hold up, I'm just realizing now that I don't quite have everything I need. I need more limport roots. So we're gonna go get those really quick. I don't have limports here. That's kind of tragic. Okay, check my timer. Catherby. There's some in Catherby. I need 10. I doubt I'll get 10 from one patch, but I can hope. I can get 5 from this patch and 5 from Corinth, I guess. That would be the dream. If I don't get 10 from one. Then we have everything we need. Oh, except, I mean, like, most everything we need. Okay, now back to the rock to make potions. And I will need to hit a hydration checkpoint here. So drink up, gamers. Okay, so the process sucks, but it is unnote vials. Drop half the vials. Unnote herbs. Make the potion. While we make the potion, we walk over here to this potion seller. We talk to Bob. He decants our potions to 1-dose potions. And then we repeat. And I have to do that for all my potions that I want to keep. Which are going to be strength potions, super restores. I don't know that I keep super defenses. I don't think that they're worth the inventory spot. Tragically. I don't think I keep super energy either, honestly. There's not a lot of things that I'm going to use it for. Quests, I guess, but tragic. I accidentally unnoted. I didn't drop enough files. The other thing that I learned about decanting to 1-dose potions that I didn't know until pretty recently is it costs money. I didn't know it costed money. But whatever. It's fine, it's not a lot. So, yeah, this is the grind for a while. Pretty annoying. It's annoying that the decanting isn't instant. I really wish that was instant, but it'll get faster and faster as we go, because as we go, I can store the decanted potions in the looting bag, and then it squishes my inventory down just a hair every time, so I can do more and more potions. Yeah. Interesting that I can also unnote stuff without being right next to the banker. Didn't know that, but I was one tile away there. Relobo Blinio. That must be a man from Taibawanai. Bawana, if you will. I wonder how far away I can unnote stuff from. seems like it's a huge range. Okay. But yeah, this is the grind until we hit a 70 herb. But then when we hit 70 herb, things change. Things change on the account so much. Time to lock in, get this done. I am probably going to stay up, or I guess on stream a little later than I normally do, but probably going to go to bed kind of early. I don't need to do an herb run post stream tonight, which is kind of nice, really nice actually. But awesome. One stack of stuff down. One stack of herbs down. And secondaries, I guess, too. And we have 171 doses of super strength. Nice. That will be good for Slayer, I guess. Plenty of things it's good for, but I think I'm probably going to keep the super defense. I don't know what I'll use them for, but I mean, like, they'll take up one inventory slot. Eventually, I'll want them for super combats. Don't know when that's going to happen on this account, but I also think I'm going to go put the super strength in the looting bag to clear up one inventory space. So it's a nice, I can do 6 potions at a time if I do that. Remember to hydrate, gamers. I guess I didn't have to do that. Because we're almost done with we have 2 stacks of cadentines. We had some that we couldn't clean and we put in the looting bag dirty. So this is a good song. Always makes me a little bit melancholy, but really good. Like Shibuzi a lot. I need to get my buddy Stickman has an awesome couple playlists. I need to reach out to him and ask him for his, but look at this Chad in Crossbow. That guy's ready for wildy content for sure. My buddy Statsby is doing some quests right now. He's doing Blood Moon Rises. I can have him on second monitor, and I can hear it just a little bit. He's low on volume, but oh, it can be a fun quest for sure. Oh, come on. Yeah, I really do wish, like, what would make this so much nicer is if I could unnote X quantity at the bank. Maybe I can do that, and I just haven't been paying attention. If I can do that, and I haven't been paying attention, yeah, you can't control how many. So that's pretty annoying. But other than that, it's just UIM things, I guess. But that inventory is slowly clearing out. It's 100K worth of super defenses so far. Or maybe, like, it would be super rude because I guess because you couldn't drop trade items over. But what if, like, items that Ultimate Iron Man dropped couldn't be seen by other players? That would be kind of crazy. Someone sniped that vial of water. That's kind of weird. I'm always amazed at like what people will loot goblin though. I was at one point a loot goblin, and I still think to some point I am a loot goblin. But some things that people loot goblin kind of blow my mind. Um, so I don't know, just people will pick up anything. And the burnt food collecting doesn't really make sense to me. I guess it's cool to have a big, huge stack of something that's just weird, but so that's probably part of it. It's just like It's cool to have a big stack of something that no one else has a big stack of. Like Moist Critical and his Monkey Nuts. Where did my empty vial go? I had one there on purpose. Oh, he used it. Really? That's so annoying. Maybe just unknown a nice herb stack. Skinsy, we're getting 70 herb lore. How you doing? It's good to hear from you. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, we're getting 70. We're at 68 right now. But we'll probably go to bed before we get 70 actually, but because we still need to get, dude, can I just like entity hider this? I need to get entity hider turned on. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh baby. Okay. 16 Renard seeds soloing Huey last night. Yo, that is baller. Maybe I should solo Huey for Renard seeds. Do you know what the drop rate on Renard seeds at Huey is? Because that's actually sick. 1 in 25? How long does it take? I'm guessing you're doing it with moon boppers. Because I can get about 20 seeds an hour from master farmers. Took me 12 minutes and full red moon with piety and supersets. Okay. So 5 an hour. So every... I think it's probably not. Also 10 Moonlight Moth per KC. Yeah. It's probably not super worth it for me. I don't know. If I just pickpocket, it's better content than pickpocketing though. Honestly, right? Yeah, it's been a slog. 75 KC. 75 KC? Yo, that's huge. Are you doing it for pet or something? The other thing that is nice about Huey, though, is I could get Waskas, which would be huge. And I could get just a couple other things. What is there? I mean, like, the loot's nice, right? But setting up in between kills, it'd be a little hard. I bet I could do it, but I want the wand and hide. I probably will do it for the wand when I lock in for chambers. But 40 Waska seeds. Yeah, see, that's big money right there. That's huge. Oh, aggression potions. That's what it was for. Aggression potions on this account would be so sick for Slayer. When I'm doing Slayer on this account, I think I'm going to work from home, get a task, set my treadmill up next to my desk, right? Get a task, walk to the task, and then AFK it. But every 10 minutes I'd have to move unless I'm tagging things manually. So, or have aggression potions. So that is like a potential Slayer solve for this account, and that would be really nice, but I don't know that it's super optimal or necessary, but it's better content than pickpocketing Master Farmers for sure, for stream. Zero XP with UIM TBH. Yeah, I don't know that it's worth it, but the wand is probably good for chambers because it's got Dragon Bane. So, and I was talking with a buddy last night about what my setup for chambers is going to be, and it probably will be the wand. Okay, sick nasty. Maybe better off doing masses to save on supplies. Yeah. And I could do it with stream too, right? That's something I could do on stream. Especially if my stats are high, right? Because we'll be getting more points than some people, I guess, maybe. Also, 12 minutes on the treadmill is a lot. That's a mile if I'm running the whole time. Okay, I think it's prayer pot time. We're making prayer pots now. Oh, I can drop these. I don't want to drop that. Snipgrass is coming here. Okay. Okay, the inventory should be much better set up now. This is the funniest ad I've seen on RuneScape for adult content. This guy right here, Harley Dog 115 says, turn your DDS into a D-long. And then has an OnlyFans link, which not for me, but that's pretty funny. Unfortunate. I'm gonna pick up one white berry, and then our inventory will be like set up nice to do splits for this. But yeah, how you doing tonight, Skinsy? For her? What do you mean for her? Sorry, the delay on I get way too distracted, way too easy, but you're talking about the like general chat stuff. $500 prayer pots. 500 prayer pots. Oh, that feels good. Are we gonna blow through them? Absolutely. But we have them. That looks really sweet. I was worried about getting enough snape grass, and I'm worried about getting snape grass in the future. I don't really know how I'm going to do it besides just walking to, what's the island? I can't even remember the island. Waterbirth, but taking a break from cleaning. Nice. Nice. Glad you're doing all right. That's good to hear. Also, yeah, if no pressure to chat. Like if you are locked into an Kiwi, go for it. Not gonna be offended. Just glad to have you here. Yeah, I'm wondering how long the prayer pots will last. I think my strategy for Slayer is going to be definitely going to use prayer gear. So I'll wear graceful to the task, switch to prayer gear, and then use like a bow or spells to tag stuff. And I don't think I'm going to prayer flick at all. That just sounds painful. If I can safe spot the task, I'm going to safe spot the task. You green logged moons last night. Let's go. Huge W. W green log. That's sick. I have not ever. I don't think I've green. I haven't green logged moons. I felt like I got past it, but I'm really not. Like boppers are so good, super useful for the iron progression, 100%. But like by the point I had moons came out, I already had Fang and Bofa, so I didn't really want to stop for it. But boppers, the mock waddles, are just so good that I should probably go back for it. I also don't have a melee setup, so I've been wanting to do Yama for my melee setup, and I've done like 300 Yama, and no luck so far. Rocking mixed hide forever. Yeah, I honestly just don't bring one, and I really should, but I feel like I'm so
Level
close
up,
to
completed.
the big, there's 69. 69 herb. I feel like I'm so close to the big items that I just haven't gone for the little ones, if that makes sense. My iron's locked in at Serb right now. I've got like 50 KC left on my task. But I have one in storage if I want to keep going. I don't know if I will, but I could. Might as well skip what you can. Yeah, and I'm already so far that like I'm so close. I need a smoke devil task. There's a lot of stuff I need on the account. A smoke devil task would be so nice right now. And I have not gotten one yet. But that's a big upgrade. So smoke devil task would be good. What else? For an occult. I think it's cool to see how you UIMs do this stuff. You know, I think it's kind of cool to see how the UIMs do it too. This is my first UIM, so I'm kind of just like figuring it out as I go. But oh shoot, I goobered that. Hope no one steals my Renar. I'm gonna be picking those up as soon as I'm done. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's playing a UIM has been interesting for sure. You're a bit short on inventory space. You're a bit short in general. Did a short on inventory space? How much inventory space do I freaking need? Jeez, bro. How do you unnote your pots? Sell then buy from a vendor? No, if I sell to a vendor, I can't buy them back. So you can unnote potions at the bank. And then you just decant them manually. Or I mean you can come back here, but yeah, unnotes all open. Unnotes to fill all open slots, which is kind of annoying. I wish you could choose. Wish there was like an interface to choose how many you wanted to unnote. Because you have to end up doing goofy stuff if you just want one. Like I'll fill my inventory with the vials, right? And then, or just like junk from a general store sometimes. It's an X option would be nice. Files does it. Yeah. And so like I can do it if I want because Files does it. Just give all the bankers the option of doing it. So yeah, whatever. Okay. But yeah, UIMs are definitely built different. And if I wasn't so determined to do this cool treadmill thing, I don't know if I'd be playing one right now. There's so much tedious crap that you have to do that is just it's ridiculous. But I wanted to make it I wanted to make a cool account and make it like the Chadliest account I could. And this is the most unique, most Chad account I could think of. So we're doing it. The other thing that's annoying is this guy, when he decants your potions, it takes so much time. It's not instant. So, and the little bit of time adds up over a long period of time. Processing time is annoying. Yeah, the processing time is like fine, but the whatchamacallit, decanting time sucks. The processing time for Bob, yeah, it sucks. Which I know, like, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, UIMs are definitely built a little different. People who play this, I guess I shouldn't say this, but people who play this out of choice, I feel like I'm locked in, but I'm not, right? Like, I am choosing to play. They're a little special, so I guess that means something about me, right? How many doses of prayer potion is this? I could never UIM, and I'm kind of built a little different too. Yeah, yeah, you have to be built pretty darn different for UIM, I think. I think you have to be built different to play RuneScape, seriously. And then you have to be built differenter than the people who are built different. Questcape in 20 days played? Bro, what? 30 days after Tutorial Island when I was new. Firecape in 2 weeks? Bro. On a main or an iron? Main. Okay. 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 You had me scared there for and concerned for a second. I was like, dude, that's a gamer. But if you're on an iron doing it, that's like I'm calling someone to come to your house and give you some psychiatric help. I'm sure you could do it on an iron like that, but boy, oh boy, would that be a rush. You'd have to. That's. I don't know. Maybe you can. My iron is 42 days played. Oh, days played. Sorry. I read that wrong. I read that completely wrong. I didn't read days played. I read days. So I thought you like started the game brand new, right? No experience before. And like in your your first month of playing, you were like, yeah, I had the quest cape. What? Okay. 20 days played is gotcha. Yeah, so my main I did 20 days played in 30 days. Oh, wait, what? Okay, okay. Never mind. Okay, yeah, that is nuts. You're crazy. That's huge, but 16 hours a day, bro. That's nuts. What's crazy is that's like with 3 days off. Yeah, that's nuts. I did work from home though. Like my iron, I went really hard when I worked from home. Um, and I know I put some 16-hour days. I was fully obligation free. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Huge difference. All my free time that I get goes to RuneScape, and I get like 4 hours in a day. So I guess that's not true. I'm AFKing at work, but that's different from like, just going for it. Crab is inefficient. I was following on Optimal Quest Guide. There, yeah, the Optimal Quest Guide and the Quest Helper, or the one on the wiki. I think they're the same, but very good. Okay, my feet are getting sore. I've been walking for like quite a bit. Let's see how many miles we're at. 9.3. Nice. That's a good chunk of miles tonight. Didn't run a lot either, so we're closing in on 4 hours. 3 hours? I guess. Okay, so that means I ran 5 miles tonight? That's pretty sweet. Like total between everything. That's like a quarter marathon. Marathon is 26 miles. So it's like a third. Yeah, slightly over a third. But I mean, an average day before, I'm pretty sure it's hard for me to keep track of everyone in chat, but before my vacation, I was doing like 13 a day because I'd run 5 miles, and sometimes more than that because we were doing construction, and that was a lot of running. So typically I'd run 5 miles a day every day, and then still play 2 hours after that. So it was a good 10 miles minimum. Typically we'd go 13 though. Yeah, so it was a good amount. So 10 miles is nice, but dude, I'm gonna have to work myself back up to the 13 mile a day. So kind of sad that I feel so tired from doing it now. A little bummed. Like my momentum from streaming has declined a little bit. So viewers are much less. And my mileage is much less. The content's boring though, right? So like Master Mixology is only so fun. But yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get some cool stuff. I do need to call it here soon. I should probably call it after this this set of 14 potions. You almost have to fabricate the excitement. Yeah. Oh, dang it. And that's the hard part about being a streamer, right? There's some streamers that can just stream like content all the time, like high-end content all the time. But unfortunately, I need to get there first. So, pretty sure most streamers get into drama for this reason. Yeah. I don't want to do that. So, I'm just here to game. Oh, that's right. I don't have enough. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of streamers get into the drama for that reason, and that's not for me. So we're just gonna make a cool RuneScape account. We're gonna show it off. We're gonna game with chat. And when we get to the end game content, we get to the end game content. If you got into the Gilmore games, but you had to do it on a treadmill, that'd be sick. Dude, I wouldn't say no. That'd be sweet. But I got a long way to go before I'm that level of content creator for sure, for sure. Okay, need to go to Purdue. We're gonna go buy a cape. Then we're gonna go to get a candle. I need to figure out a better way of getting a light source, but for now, this is my way of getting a light source. We go get the Artie cape for 200 smackarooskies. Hello. Bye. Yes, please. Go to Zanaris. I'm done with my water bottle. It's empty completely. But yeah, Gillinor games would be cool. Sorry, excuse me. Or any, honestly, any collaborative content would be sweet. Could do a bootleg version with lesser known streamers. That's true. The problem with it is editing videos takes so much time. And I know I need to sit down and do it because that's what's going to advertise my stream and get more people into the stream. But it takes so much time, like so much time. So it's definitely a trade-off. And that's what burnt me out from, like I took a couple breaks from streaming and I'm pretty sure it was because I was burnt out and I was trying to do both. And it was just too hard to balance both. Streaming, while I'm streaming, I'm at least playing a game, so I get somewhat of a break. Editing was just kind of a chore. So when I was doing both, I would be doing like 4 hours a day of streaming. I did like 40 hours of editing in a week once. And that was just a lot. I took a break from streaming like for a whole week, but the big streamers are paying for editors. 100% they are. That's the reason why if you watch Settled, he doesn't stream. And that's because he wants to edit his videos himself and he's gotten very good at it. But you kind of have to pick one or the other. I don't think if you get like you can't really do both unless it's your job. I guess you could, but even then, that's the benefit of clips, 100%. So what my compromise is I'm gonna start editing shorts to toss up on the YubTubs and the TikTokers. I was gonna do one this weekend, but I'm gonna be busy this weekend. But my goal is 2 a month. We'll start there and see if it's good. Clips are kind of weak content, more of a revenue fluffer. Yeah. Yeah, they're weak as long-term content. Nice to get your name out there, but yeah. Okay, so I've thought about making money for while I'm AFK tomorrow. But I think next week I'll just work from home one day and AFK some money making then. If I could get 95 thieving, then I won't have to I can't fail at Artie Nights, and I could just go to a Splash World and pickpocket there while I'm AFK at work with a foot pedal. So that's the plan for money making. So Artie Knights is pretty AFK moneymaker. Very click intensive, but with a foot pedal, it's fine. So one day next week, I need to do that because our cash stack is getting quite low. But for now, I think I'm just gonna crab. We're gonna lock in on crab because, especially because, well, I guess tomorrow I'm streaming, but 1 second. AIS, that's what it is. Sorry. Looks like you went to town mining bone shards. 100%. Dude, the bone shards are so sick. We mined so many bone shards. That 80 prayer is gonna be really nice. I wanted to like hit 80, and we barely just hit 80. So that's like the break point for another point per potion. Can't remember how many points per dose now, but yeah. Let's see. At 80, we restore 27 prayer points per dose, which is pretty nice. Must have gotten like 1/2 mil to 3/4 from all the moons you did. Yeah. Yeah, moons drops good loot. Like, you can tell that's the Iron Man content right there. It's so good. Drops charged orbs, drops herbs, drops bone shards. It's so good for Iron Man. And everything's noted too. I just realized that. But again, I don't think that it's... Moons is kind of tough on an iron because you can't store anything but blue moon. So very nice that I can store blue moon, but I have 1,400 Harlander herbs to work through though. Yeah, I just chuck them in Master Mixology, but Mixology's kind of garbage. It's pretty awful. So slow. So okay, here's where we park the account. We are definitely 10 miles in. No, 9.7, so almost. Need red paste herbs. Honestly, toad flax. Right? Toad flax or red paste, and they're super. The seeds are so freaking easy to get. If you're on a main, you can just buy them. Okay, this is where I'm parking the account for now. I'm hoping to get 300k range XP overnight. We'll see how that goes, but I have too many brews for how many restores I have. There you go. Toad flax. I just know that toad flax is like, on my iron, I just have so much freaking toad flax. So, the snappies are hard to get, much harder to get than toad flax seeds. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Skinsy. I do appreciate it a lot, so. Have a bunch of dwarf weed and no Zammy Yeah, that's another one that sucks. Zammy just awful. I don't know how I'm going to do it on this account. I think how I'll probably do it is just tithe farm, honestly, but that sucks. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Wait, I'm starting the treadmill. Glad I realized now. But, I need an Ava's device before I log out. Yeah, very glad I realized now, however. Yo, someone in clan chat just got beef. What a sick pet. Oh, oops. That was not clan chat. I really need a mounted glory. Mounted glory is going to be so important. Good to see this account coming along. Have a good night. Gotta get back to cleaning. Okay, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, Skinsy. Okay, sorry, I got pretty distracted. I was looking at my buddy fight fight the last boss in um Blood Moon Rises. It is so sick. Oh wow, I'm excited for this boss now. Cool stuff. It looks like one nice thing about Blood Moon Rises is you can just get infinite supplies, which is cool. Um, that looks nice. So at least the fight might be hard, but infinite supplies is crazy. Uh, 999 coins, or an attractor and steel arrows. Shouldn't I have that? I think I just need to buy the arrows. It's fine. We'll hop for it. Okay. Man, I love Jippy. I'm really glad that I watched enough General Sam videos to get a vibe for Jippy. I don't know if anyone here's heard Jippy. It's playing on the stream on Twitch right now, but man, he's got some good chill bangers, good songs. But anyone who's seen General Sam knows exactly what I'm talking about. Good music. Okay, here we go. Now I can buy an accumulator, equip the accumulator. Now we can go train. Ah, crap. Okay, good stuff. All right, so yeah, like I said, I really want to send a lot of combat now that we're getting close to done with song, right? Like all of the grinds for song, they're prerequisites. Jeez, I can't talk. Got that treadmill brain. But now that we're done with the prerequisites, I'm gonna just send Crab for pretty much all of my AFK time. Get that combat stats up. That will help us with Slayer when we're done with song. It'll help us with Titans pre-song. Maybe we do Moons. I don't know. It's kind of hard because I don't have Barrow's gear to get through Moons. I don't know. Don't really want to do Moons yet. Don't have good enough gear, I don't think. The boppers for Moons, though, that would be nice. If I'm just doing Blue Moon, it shouldn't be too bad. Stop in the treadmill. We can log out here. Gonna find a crab. But yeah, if I can get the boppers for Blue Moon, it shouldn't be too bad. So maybe I'll do Blue Moon before we send the song fight. Because I could do it in Blue Moon with Titan's Prayer, and I'm not worried at all. Especially with P-Nex. We can get through that fight. So. I guess the one other AFK thing that I could do, that is probably best for when I'm at home, AFKing is fishing. Because if I can get to 80, I think it was 83 fishing, maybe it was 87. I think 87 was bluefin tuna. Bluefin tuna would be nice. It would just be super nice to have a big stash of hard food that I can go to and a food source that I can do away from treadmill, because I can do sailing completely away from treadmill. So that would be nice. Okay. Thanks for tuning into stream, guys. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Yeah. We're gonna raid Statsby. I know we got just a couple of viewers, but he's doing Blood Moon Rises right now, and maybe I don't rate him quite yet. He's in the middle of the fight. But I would like to hop over there. He's definitely locked in, though. So maybe we'll go raid. One second. I have another friend who's gaming right now.
The jump has moved.
We'll go raid him. There we go. Okay. But yeah, thanks, gamers. We are headed out. It was a long stream. I'm tired. Ready to sit down for a little bit.